mathematicians. Today I'm so excited to get to share with you multiplying fractions because honestly, it is the easiest fraction lesson that we are doing this year. All the things you wanted to do with adding and subtracting fractions, and you couldn't because Mrs. Wagner said there's way too many steps to it. You get to do with multiplying fractions. Okay, so let's get started and take a look at our notes. Remember, everything I do, you should be doing because you have this exact same setup on your assignment and you need to be doing what I do. Okay. So we are going to model what it looks like to multiply fractions. Okay, so in all honesty, we're multiplying fractions by a whole number. That is exactly what the state of Texas wants us to be able to do. So today's goal is we can multiply fractions by a whole number. So what we're going to do is make a fraction model using the fraction given. So our only fraction is 3/4. So we are going to make our little box and we are going to divide it into fourths. Oh, I've already kind of messed up. But you know, Mrs. Wagner, we do our best, even if it's not perfect. So I have divided up into fourths and I need to highlight 3/4. So let's go ahead and highlight 3/4. Oh, I need it to be a little bit wider than that. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we did number 2, shade 3 out of the 4 parts. Then split the model by the whole number given. Well, we're going to split it into 3. We're going to make 3 equal groups. Well, how could I do that? Just like when we were multiplying our adding and subtracting fractions, we are going to divide it into thirds. So let's do 1 and 2. So that gives us 1, 2, 3 groups. Okay. Count the number of equal parts shaded. Well, now that I have divided it into thirds, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to keep the denominator the same. So I have 9 shaded parts over 4. So if I said 3 times 3/4, I would get 9/4. Now let's do it with 5 times 1/2. Okay, so let me divide my model into half. Shade 1/2. Then split the model by the whole number given. Well, I need to split it into fifths. That might be a little trickier. Let's try. Okay. Count the number of equal parts shaded. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep the denominator the same. So 5 times 1/2 equals, oops, let me try again. 5 halves. So let's see what it means when we're actually using math. Multiply across. So when I am multiplying a whole number, I need to be able, all we're doing is multiplying across. So I just need to make sure I understand how to turn my whole number into a fraction. So according to my notes, all I need to do is put a 1 under my whole number and it turns it to a fraction. And that is absolutely correct. The way to turn a whole number into a fraction is by putting it over the number 1. So if I am multiplying 3 times 3/4, I put a 1 underneath and I multiply across. 3 times 3 is 9. And 1 times 4 is 4. And of course, this is an improper fraction, so I need to make sure to turn it into a mixed number. And I know that 4 goes into 9 2 times with 1 out of 4 left over. And now let's multiply 5 times 1/2. Well, I need to turn 5 into a fraction. The way I do that is by adding a 1 underneath. So that's my fraction. 5 is the same as 5 over 1. So 5 times 1 is 5, and 1 times 2 is 2. And once again, this is an improper fraction, so I need to turn it into a mixed number. 5 over 2 is the same as 2 wholes with 1/2 left over. So now we have some problems that we're going to do together. These are also on your class notebook, so you should be solving them along with me. So we have 4 times 3/4. What we need to do is turn our 4 into a fraction in order for us to multiply across. Remember, when we multiply fractions, we get to multiply the numerators and the denominators, okay? Just like everything you wanted to do with adding and subtracting, but I wouldn't let you now. You get to do it. So our only hiccup is trying to figure out how to turn 4 into a fraction. Well, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You ready? There's my fraction. This is how you turn the number 4 into a fraction, is you put a 1 underneath it. Now we multiply across. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. Now, because this is an improper fraction, I have to turn it into a mixed number. It's not proper to leave it this way. It's bad form. So I say, I turn it into a division problem. How many times does 4 go into 12? Well, 4 goes into 12 3 times with nothing left over. So it's 3 wholes. That's our answer. 4 times 3/4 is 3. Okay, let's look at our next one. 3 times 1/12. How am I going to turn that 3 into a fraction? I hope you were able to do it before I did. And that's right. All we do is put a 1 underneath. Okay, now we can multiply across. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 12 is 12. Well, why is that answer not an answer choice? It's because we can simplify. Go back to your simplification tips that I gave you on Tuesday. How can we simplify this? They are both, can the top number go into the bottom number? Yes, it can. So we divide by the top number and we get 1 over 4. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay, let's see if we can move on. 5 times 1/12. How do I turn the 5 into a fraction? How'd you do it? Did you do it this way? Yay! Okay, you put a 1 underneath. Good job. So 5, now we multiply across. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. My problem here is my numerator is greater than my denominator. Well, 2 goes into 5 2 times. What do I have left? I have 1 out of 2 left. And I know that because I can turn this into a division problem. 2 goes into 5 twice. Whole number, numerator, denominator. Okay, let's look at one more. 7 times 4/9. How do I turn that 7 into a fraction? Did you put it over a 1? I sure hope you did, because I've done it for you 4 times already, or 3 times. And so I'm hoping that it's stuck. The way you turn a whole number into a fraction is you put a 1 underneath. Easy peasy. Okay, now we multiply across. 7 times 4 is 28. 1 times 9 is 9. I need to turn that into a mixed number because my numerator is greater than my denominator. And to keep it that way would be bad form of party, foul, as I call it. 9 goes into 28 3 times. Whole number, numerator, denominator. 3 and 1/9 is my answer. Okay, y'all. So really, our only kind of problem solving here, 2 things. I need to be able to turn a whole number into a fraction. How do I do it? I put my whole number under, I put a 1 under my whole number. Just like I did. 4 into a fraction is 4 over 1. 3 into a fraction is 3 over 1. 5 into a fraction is 5 over 1. Okay? Then, if my answer is an improper fraction, I need to be able to turn it into a mixed number. Well, what if I have forgotten how to do that, Mrs. Wagner? Go back to your assignment from November 9th. November 9th is how I taught you how to do that. Go back to your notes on November 9th's assignment and rewatch the video lesson. It's on my YouTube channel. How to turn improper fractions into mixed numbers, okay? All right, friends. I know you're as excited as I am that we get to have a very simple fraction lesson. So just wait for tomorrow. We're still multiplying fractions. We're just seeing how they fit into word problems, okay? I will see you later.